Broiler's a family-sized meal, easier to pull together than a pizza. You can circle up your crowd to enjoy one big, happy sandwich. Amy Richardson is bringing us this warm and toasty dinner option, done, of course, in her own original way. This is a broiler sandwich, and I think it speaks to a kitchen movement I'm seeing where we're simplifying dinner. It's getting a little easier.
Totally. Well, I think that there's been a whole trend of like, let's be all complicated and super ingredients and all these things. Now we just want something that we can put together that's yummy.
So a broiler sandwich, basically an open-faced loaf is what you're doing here.
Yeah, the broiler, I think the broiler has been overlooked, right? I mean, we've done grilled cheese, we've done paninis, all these different kinds of sandwiches, but what's better than a broiler sandwich? They're so delicious and easy to put together.
Warm, toasty bubble. You have 4 food combinations that really could take you through any meal during the day, even dessert, right?
Well, I have one for appetizer.
Okay,
appetizer.
right.
But you could do the breakfast dessert. You know me.
That's what I was thinking. Let's start with the sweet one. What bread are you using first of all?
Okay, so I just went and got the Italian loaves from Costco. I love those. I think they're good. But just use a rustic bread, or if you love the, you know, a $1 loaf or whatever, if you love that kind of bread, use it. My sister-in-law does this thing that we have every year and everybody loves it, and it has that kind of bread. But this is just a little bit more hearty. So I did the country French, and it's got peanut butter. I did white chocolate peanut butter because of course that's my favorite peanut butter. And then fresh bananas, you toast that in the oven. You can top it with fresh bananas after, or you can do it under the broiler.
Yes.
And then I just did a sprinkling of granola and drizzled it with honey.
See, I think that could be dessert, Amy.
I think so, but in the morning you could just make one of those, chop it down the thing, and then tell your kids, go, and give them a little piece and say, have a happy day.
Fight for the scraps. No, I really love it. And you just, that's one meal on one loaf of bread.
On one loaf of bread, yeah. And if you have lots of kids, you can just do the top half and the bottom half, and then you're good to go.
All right, your appetizer, what did you do? Okay,
for an appetizer, and I think this would be fun for like a game night. So it's roasted chicken. It's got celery and blue cheese on it, so it's kind of like a wild buffalo.
Oh, my husband would love this.
Frank's Red Hot sauce drizzled over the top, and then mozzarella. I used mozzarella for all the cheese because I love that, because it's such a good melting cheese, but you can use any kind of cheese you want.
My husband would love.
That's a boy food.
That's
boy,
a
total guy.
Man food. Put it in the man food recipe file. What are you using to cook these? Just your oven would work.
Just your oven. Okay, so this is a darling little Cuisinart toaster oven broiler. It's actually convection oven too. So you can make cakes, you can do any kind of thing in it, but I just love this because it's so handy. And they are such a good price right now at Costco. They're only $99, which is really good for a toaster oven, and it's convection oven. So you can just pop it in something like this if you've got it, go get one, or you can just put it in your oven at home and just put it on broiler, put it on your high. If you put it on high, just watch it. Because it, you know.
It always cooks quicker
than you
think it's going to.
I burned it.
What's this combination?
Okay, so this is, I call it the Napa Valley, but it's got pesto on it. It's got 2 kinds of tomatoes, artichokes, pine nuts, fresh basil, and olive oil and salt and pepper. So definitely yummy. Yes, let's put it together. Okay, so I think you should just put it together. You want to do it? Okay, you start out, we'll put the pesto on it. So this is an easy one. You just load it on. The pesto is so great because it has such a great flavor. Do you like pesto?
I love pesto.
I do too.
Mark and I get in a fight about pesto. He thinks it tastes like dirt.
Well, I think
it tastes like summer heaven, so whatever.
I think it's delicious, but I heard that some people's taste buds actually taste things differently, like cilantro. Some people actually think it tastes like soap, and to them, it does.
I've wondered that, because how can one person love something so intensely?
Yeah, because I love it, but other people hate it. Okay, so
what's next?
2 kinds of tomatoes. You do the red, I'll do the heirloom. You could do them every other, or you could just kind of do them one down each side.
Okay.
And then we've got artichokes, and I just like these. They're a little bit lighter. There's some that are more in a heavier oil, but I just think, why not just use
Kitchen confession, I don't know if I've ever cooked with artichokes.
Oh.
I've eaten plenty at a restaurant, but I don't know if I've ever used them in my home kitchen.
You should use them because they're like seriously as easy as opening up a jar.
I'm lame.
And then they're delicious, and then you've done something really special because it's got artichoke in it.
Yes.
A little bit of fresh basil, and then you just top it with mozzarella cheese, and then that's pretty much it.
Allow me.
You can drizzle it with olive oil before or after, kind of depending on what you want to do.
All right, I'm going to finish this off. You talk us through our 4th and final combination.
This one is just kind of like a Hawaiian ham. So we've got ham that we're going to put on it, and I like it kind of fine shred, so it's easy to cut, but you could definitely do it as thick as you wanted. And then we're going to top it with fresh pineapple. Which is so yummy.
Anything you put on a pizza, you could put
on the bread. That's kind of, yes, totally. That's what I thought too. So you can make any kind of artsy. I've got candied, a little excitement over there from the oven.
What's happening?
Must mean that it's ready to cook.
What is happening?
I did some brown sugar bacon. You just
brown sugar bacon?
Yeah, you got to taste it. It's so good. Just put it in your microwave, crumbles, coat it with brown sugar, and then just kind of cook it until it bubbles.
That's
and
amazing.
It's so yummy.
Would that store? in a jar? You could just
yeah, in your fridge. It'll keep forever. Yeah, keep forever. And then pretty much that's it. I've got French fried, the little onions if you like that. Some like, just the kind that you buy, and then just top it with mozzarella cheese, and then you are set with.
Amy is bringing back the broiler sandwich. Move over, panini. You've been replaced. I love this concept.
Good.
And we love you. Where can we find more of your recipe inspiration?
On www.greattastebuds.wordpress.com or Instagram. And I'm doing some. I've given up on our. My New Year's resolution.
What is it?
To be healthy, so I'm going to have lots of sweets and things on it. So if you're in the mood for sweets and chocolate and stuff like that,
if you know your strength, work your strength, right?
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Amy.